Thanks for joining us, and today we're going to be looking at how to repair an ice blockage in a Kenmore Elite freezer. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe and like.
So the first thing that you want to do is go and locate your breaker box, which is usually in the basement. This one is mine. There's a tab here, you open it up and here are all your breakers. We have a handy little map here that tells me what each breaker is for. If you don't, you may have to do a little trial and error to figure out which one is the correct breaker, but I know that mine is number 22. So I already have it in the off position. You simply click it in either direction and your breaker will go on and off. This one is solely dedicated to my freezer and refrigerator, so I don't really have to worry about any outlets or other appliances going off. Just be aware this may affect other items in your home if your breaker is attached to more than one outlet. I cleaned everything out. Originally, there was a little bit of ice accumulation up in this area. I took some warm water, some rags, a bucket, and cleaned all that off, okay? Unscrew this. There's a screw here and here, okay? And there's a lip up in here that slides in and out, okay? And pulled that down. And I just started simply exploring. This right here, I could actually stick my finger in and feel a chunk of ice. So I know for sure ice blockage is the problem. So what I'm gonna do is I got an extension cord and I got my trusty hair dryer, and I'm just gonna do this for about 10 minutes and see what happens. I'm about halfway through, I think 5 minutes or so. I've had the hair dryer on hot, blowing air up in this direction. Not keeping it too close because you don't want to overheat this area and risk melting some of your plastic. And also you can see that there are electrical wires up in this cavity, and you don't want to risk melting anything and potentially causing a fire hazard. So I've steadily been having water dripping down, as you can see, and a chunk of ice fell out. So because there's a block, I'm going to continue with the hair dryer for just a little while longer and see if water continues to come out. The second it stops, I'm going to give it a break. It definitely seems that there's no more water really coming out. I do get the occasional little bit of dripping, but it doesn't look like there's an ice cube blocking it anymore. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back into place. You can see there's two tabs right here, one and one. And on this piece, you can see there's a lip, okay? So what we're gonna do is actually it's this lip that you wanna put up. We're going to slide it back up, okay? And line everything up, okay? And here we go. You're gonna put a screw here and a screw here. So our screws are back in place. I hand tighten them. You typically want to use a hand screwdriver as opposed to a drill gun. These shafts and these pieces are all plastic. If you over tighten them, which you can even do by hand, you're going to crack either the outside or the inside. And once you do that, it's going to be a whole nother problem trying to get this reattached. So it's in there firmly, but not over tightened. So the freezer's back on. We missed it, but I heard my ice maker recalibrating itself. This arm moves a couple times and does its thing to make sure that the ice tray is in the appropriate place. So don't freak out if you hear that. Now we're gonna switch it to on and see what happens.
So great news, it's a couple hours later and we have ice. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to learn more, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.